Well, I'm going to take Zach with me today. Going back out into the woods. It's been a while. Been kind of busy in the family there. Things coming up, you know the way they do. So Zach and I are going to go out into the woods today just to see if there's been any activity out there. So right now, we're heading out toward the woods. And I'm going to shut this thing off and pick it back up when we arrive. We're not exactly sure where we're going to go. Got a couple spots in mind. So we'll see you when we get there. Okay, we've arrived. Hey, Zach. I'll tell you what. This is my grandson, Zach, right here. He's a good guy. He's going with me today. So, how about... I got a stupid gnat in my eye already. You go ahead and walk up there. I'll be up to meet you in a second. Well, I almost forgot my hat, Zach. You just hang on, I'll be right there. If I don't bring my hat, I wouldn't have anything to smack them great big flies that'll, we call them Hueys. They sound like a helicopter. We're not going to be in a hurry. We're going to sit down 2 or 3 times, just be quiet. But we are going to work our way up this way and then over the ridge. I see you found some greenbrier. Okay. You hear that machine running? Backup beepers.
Yeah.
I think it's Chevron Corporation has a installation on a ridge over here. I leveled it all off and got a big flat place there. Some buildings and things they made. Yeah, hear it? Oh, it's pretty hot. I think it's like 85 degrees in the woods now. That's what it said on the computer. See that little spider hanging in the air here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Usually have a little stick to knock that stuff out of the way with. Yeah, you just head on up through there. Oh yeah. some kind of a fungus thing in there. Yep. If I can get back into it, Zach, you see some stuff here you just can't quite figure out how it got that way. I wonder how so many people overlooked this kind of stuff for so many years when they're out in the woods deer hunting, squirrel hunting and stuff. That's a hickory nut. Yep. There's a shagbark hickory right behind you there. Huh? Yeah, that big one. Yep. Look at this, Zach. Walk over there and get a hold of that tree, would you, for me? Right here. Yeah. Look up that tree. Look up it. That's pretty tall, ain't it? Can you bend that over so it touches the ground right here beside us? I mean, grab it, just grab it and pull it. You think?
No.
Well then, what do you think did that one?
Ooh, I don't know, Papa. That looks like a really hard one.
You see it?
Some kind of paranormal activity, something.
Well, look.
Just the way it's just bowed, and then it's just stuck in the ground.
Yeah, this is some of the stuff. Yeah. Fungi. Without the fungi present, this forest couldn't exist. Yeah, but you see this? Now that's even a little bit bigger than the one I had to get hold of. Could you imagine what force it took? Look at that.
Had to be something big then.
Yeah. And it's like tied down so that it can't get back up. Anyway. What about this? These are little subtle things that indicate the presence of something in here doing things and creating things, making things that we just normally walk by. There's one right there. Something snapped that over.
I know a human could do it.
Well,
a human could do it, but I don't know why would they do it.
Right. Deer don't do that. I mean, these are all through the woods. Okay, we're going to work our way up this way. We'll get up through here to the top. Some of the things that you'll see are so subtle, you really, don't notice them at all unless you happen to be of the mind where you're looking to see them and looking for them. It's almost as bad as hunting ginseng.
Well, that's not bad at all.
No. That old log. Hear that thing working, that machine?
Yeah.
Just think, this is a perspective from which some of the forest people see things and hear things like that. Human activity. They flattened the top of that hill over there, built some kind of a maintenance compound for their equipment. Now, I wouldn't show this to everybody, but I'm going to show it to you though. You watch this greenbrier. See it right here?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, a lot of people would think that that is ginseng, but it's not. You know why it's not?
Because only ginseng comes with like just these 5, not like 2 of them right here.
Oh, it could be a 3-pronger, but after it comes together down there, put your hand on it, below the joint where it comes together. See, that's a woody stalk coming up out of the ground. See it?
Yeah.
It's woody. It's got bark on it. Ginseng don't.
Ginseng has berries.
Right now, ginseng does have green berries on it. Incidentally, this woods right here does have ginseng in it. But you walk around in the woods with your head down. That's a good way for some people to get lost, but you really miss a lot if you keep your head down too much. Now you look up when you're looking for the kind of things we're looking for now. You'll see structures in the woods and lanes. You'll see things that you really didn't pay attention to before. I never really have come up this high on this hill looking for a sign of forest people. So I don't know if we're walking away from the stuff we'd like to see or walking toward it.
No, we just have to find out.
Yeah, I have I've come to believe that they're everywhere.
We just don't know.
Yeah, some places they are more concentrated than others, but you see sign everywhere.
You got tree over
I don't know about that one. I just don't know. A lot of tree lanes. There's a lot of tree lanes in the woods that are unnatural, and there's a lot that have come down by the wind, and they are natural, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you look, if it's something that the forest people have done, there'll be something very unusual about it. There'll be something unusual, yes, like placed against the tree upside down with the roots up in the air, or in such a way that it's almost impossible for anything to fall like that and end up caught the way it is. So we're just going to keep heading up here and
See what we can find.
yeah, see what we can find.
That's pretty unusual.
What's that?
That tree's just
Well,
caught up right there.
that one doesn't convince me though, Zach. What do you see? Watch this. You looking? Okay, you watch this. What is that?
That is ginseng.
Yes, it is, buddy. Pretty, isn't it? The berries need to turn red and then fall off and go. But we respect the forest. We're not.
Picking anything?
No, we ain't doing that. We'll not do it. I like seeing it out here. I hope we do come across concentration of sign up here. I've walked all through that down there where we came up through.
Yeah.
And where we turned to come up here, if we would have turned and gone down further that way, we would have walked into a lot of sign that I've seen before.
Look at that.
What is that, an X?
There's an X right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it is an X. Maybe when we get done looking around up here,
Yeah.
and sitting for a while, we'll walk back down to the car and eat a peanut butter sandwich and drink a bottle of water and maybe go over on the other side of the road.
Sun's starting to come out.
Yep. Tell you what, Zach, spread out a little ways, 20 or 30 feet, and go up along here beside me so we don't miss, in case you see something that's extra special, interesting, we won't miss it. Huh? But well, I got to think about where we're going to. Yeah, don't like that very much. I think I gathered up a spider web. Got it all over my hat. Yep. It was on my hat and I pulled it off of my hat and a little limb moved on the ground. It was attached to the ground down there. Got some carnivorous insects in here. Don't want that. I think I might shut this camera off until we come upon something, so I'm not wasting too much time. Don't put your legs under that in case it breaks off and falls. Let's just sit here for take 5. Now I'm telling you right now, you think we're alone because you don't see anything looking at us, do you?
Oh, I know there's something looking at us.
But you would be surprised. This is, they do things that is subtle to the extreme. And because it's such a new thing looking into, you know, some people call it a science, some don't. But it's so new, and yet it's so ancient at the same time. I think they are interlopers here, visiting this reality that we've been made part of. And they come up close to us while they're still in a dimension that we can't even see. And they can actually peek out of that dimension into ours. And when they do it a little bit of a distance, and the foliage is such a way that you think you see a face and then you think you don't, and people argue over it and everything. But after so many have caught them, you see similar faces all the time showing up. And sometimes they'll move their eyes or something, and then that's when it really drives it home. And it's shocking to come to that initial realization that there really was something sentient and conscious there watching you, and it was so subtle. Most of the time you don't even detect them. But the camera seems to do a better job.
Picks up everything that is unusual.
Yeah, it captures it and actually helps you to see it. Huh? No. Nope. That's a little briar. Okay. What you want to do when you're walking through the woods like this, especially in the summertime, and if you have shorts on like you are, like you have, you don't want to walk through too many places that lets the light in. Because the first thing that wants to grow is a briar, is a green briar and a multiflora rose. Now you can go through a little patch of it if you see big trees on the other side. If you see big trees and have a big canopy, keeps things well shaded. Usually it's open. There's not too many briars, ground cover in it. So it's good to look ahead. Keep your eyes open for the big trees. Head toward them. I won't know much till we get to the top and I see a patch of greenbrier on the ground right here. We have to go through.
You can go this way.
We can go that way or go around to the right, it doesn't matter. Looks like we're going to see some briars either way. See what's up ahead of you there? Looks like I'm on some kind of a walkway here. Something has kept this kind of clear right here, out ahead of us, just by its presence. walking through here so much. See that tree right there?
Yeah.
It's got horizontal rings in the bark.
Mm-hmm.
That's a black birch. There's another one over there.
It's like the bark is just falling off.
They look a lot like a tame cherry. Oh. Yeah, seen a lot of briars up this way. What I would like to do is I would like to get across over there toward the horizon.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get over there without too much trouble. Look at that old trunk.
Yeah.
Where in the world did that come from? Do you see the rest of it anywhere?
No.
I don't either.
Man, that's really strange.
Been there a while, ain't it? Yeah, that's been there a while. Uh-oh. Yeah, these wood spiders.
There's a lot of them.
Yep.
There's something big on top of it.
Yeah, we're walking on it, but it doesn't look actually like they tried to make it a path. It's just they come this way often. So it's hard for stuff to grow. Fence post. Look at that spider up there. See?
Mhm.
Listen. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead of me with a big stick. I'm not, usually I have a little one in my hand when I'm sign hunting, but I never, before this, getting this GoPro, I never did go out with a stick in one hand and a GoPro in the other. Keeps you kind of busy. Hey, Zach, stand right where you are. Can you see what we're doing? We're following along an old fence line. See it?
Yeah.
See the posts up through there? So, if we can get through here, see that big tree at the end up there?
Yeah.
Let's try to go over to the left of it and look out and see what's ahead of us on the ridge, okay?
Okay.
Just work your way to the left of these posts. Don't go to the right of them. There's too much briar.
I got one.
Yep. Did you notice how I checked you out at home and said, do you have any long pants with you? Just take your time. Yeah, I see it. You just take your time. Something just came out through here ahead of us not too long ago. Deer. Yeah. Take your time. Don't get your legs torn up. Yeah. Well, we're not going to go back down the way we came up. We'll try to avoid some of this stuff.
It's starting to open right now.
I was hoping it would, but get up on that bank out there in front of you, to the right. You can avoid some of that stuff. Yep.
Right there, there you go, see? Some kind of black and yellow caterpillar right there.
Yeah, what a place, huh?
See that?
Yeah,
Ain't a bad place to take a walk in the woods.
big old tree out there, big old oak it looks like.
There's a
Okay.
guy down in the some big green flower right now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like maybe the beginning of something. Pass out of one area and
Okay.
getting into another one, that bend, yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Let's go walk over and see what's holding the end down on it. Yeah, it is.
You can see that one. That's where I land.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on the ground. Yep.
Huh?
Let's see what's on the ground.
What? I gonna see.
Look at that.
What would have bent that over like that?
And then stuck it in between the roots right here. Yeah, it's stuck right here. Stuck it right here.
Gee. Well, I don't know if we get down there, we're getting into daylight. It's a shame we can't go around it a better way and going through all them briars. Let's take a walk up this way. Let's go up here. Oh my.
That is one big tree.
Yep. I'd rather get in some water weeds than greenbrier.
That'd be way better.
Yeah. Looks like a cornfield. Where?
Right here.
Oh, this thing? No. That's Osage orange, and that stuff grows crazy like that. Of course, when I look at it, it does look a little funny up that whole tree up there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That could be natural. I don't like to call things artificial too quick or structured. The last person in the world that I would ever want to deceive is myself. I want, you know, there's a lot of strange things in the natural world that are natural. I don't know.
Anything yet, Pap?
Normally, I wouldn't be talking. I see something red out there. I don't want to walk up on somebody's picnic blanket or old farm tractor. I usually like to see everything before it sees me, but
yeah.
I'm not used to having somebody with me in the woods. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I see. We came in on the game lands, and that's a little sign someone put out there that says the property beyond it is posted. Stay close to the edge. What? That? What that is? Oh. Yep. It just still looks like way too many briars in there to go plowing into the woods. Once you get in there, you're right in the middle of all that greenbrier, yeah. I never was down through this area before. Whoa, watch. I just saw a big slither go through the grass. It just scared a snake out in front of me. He went up in there. rat snake or something. Oh. I think that's Pre-Sox. Yeah, we're way too far out. It's down to our right now, that valley. And as I look to it, look through the trees, I see a lot of vines and a lot of trees missing, like daylight through there. I don't know if they had timbered it out a few years back or what, but I know that's not a place I want to go down into. I've experienced that kind of stuff before. So, yeah, let's walk back. We'll go into these trees, stay to the left of where we were coming out, and drop down through the woods. Maybe take a break in the car for a little while. Yeah, that's a walnut.
I love the smell of them.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll check out another place. That's a young honey locust. Those clusters will get big as the pineapple on the side of there before it's done. They got them everywhere. They're jaggy. Boy. When they get older, they get dried. They're real brittle. Real sharp. Yep. Well, let's work our way on out.
This stuff is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh. New joints. This way is going to get us into more briars. We'll have to deviate the side here a little bit. Tell you, Zach, when your knees get bad, it's harder to walk downhill than it is up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, put your foot down. You're counting on that hinge to work and hold, lock in there nice, but when they get to be a little weak and floppy and go this way and that way, you don't know if they're going to go sideways or what. You just can do about anything that you used to do if you just do it slow. You know. Isn't that beautiful?
Looks like there's red berries starting on it.
Yeah, they're starting. That's beautiful.
It is really beautiful.
Now that's a three-pronger. Pennsylvania passed a law. You're only allowed to get four-prongers. And the season doesn't start for another month.
Isn't this
1st of
one?
September.
good?
Yeah. That's one too. There's one over here too, Zach. Look how many's here.
One,
There's
two,
one here, one here, one here.
three.
Here's one down here. Here's a three-pronger. Uh-oh. There's one.
You caught
Yeah,
it?
little patch of sang right there.
That was good bass, isn't it?
Is that nice? Now, none of them are diggable according to the new state law. They got to be four-prongers, and they won't be this year. Those are threes, and they'll stay threes.
Those ones pretty like that 4 pounder. If you were allowed to dig those ones.
Well, when we dug ginseng, me and the kids, you know, your dad and uncle and all that, we always tried to make the ginseng benefit by us coming through. We would plant the berries to make sure they survived better than just by happen chance. And we would come back through those places 5 or 10 years later, and there would be more ginseng growing there than there was when we first discovered that place, just because of that, what we did. That always made me feel better. Well, we got to get out of here, so it's going to be a little rough. Or maybe, I don't know, it might be better to go the other way. Oh, look at this briar.
Look at that.
Well, there's a lot of briars, huh?
Yeah, a lot of blood.
Oh yeah, it won't dry up real quick for me. Oh, now the old knees are starting to really get it now from this constant downhill stuff. Oh. Boy, you should have seen some of the places that I've been in. There's structures and sign everywhere. There wasn't much here, of course. If I'd have been more careful, I might probably walk through a lot of stuff too today. You got to watch what you're doing when it comes to briars and general directions you're heading in, and there's so many things to take account of, but you miss some. You hear them distant crows. They stop. And there's always some crows. There's always a crow around somewhere when you're out here like this.
The last couple times you guys went ginseng.
What's that?
I think I went with you the last couple times. Well,
Did you?
it was my dad was in the
I know you.
20s.
You've been sang hunting before, I know.
How beautiful they are.
They are. See that forked tree right there?
Mm-hmm.
All them holes in it. You know what that is?
Termites.
No. I mean, what kind of tree it is.
What's it?
A lot of people don't know. I don't blame them. That's a sassafras.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yes, it is, but they get much bigger than that even.
Had a bug fly in my eye.
You know, a sassafras tree is the only tree that has 3 different shaped leaves on it. Can you see them on this one? They have just a regular leaf, and then it'll have one that looks like a
Point.
first baseman's glove, and then it'll have one that looks a leaf that looks like if it had 3 fingers sticking out. Hey, whoa, look here. A couple spiders right there. I don't want to walk through them.
I'll get them, Pop.
Okay, you can get them. Down out of there. Okay. Oh, I'll go around this way. What does this kind of stuff? Man, that's been that way for so long. It died and dried up. Look, all of that
It's dead.
goes all the way down, and look what's holding it.
Look at something hard.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
Trapped around the whole thing.
Now, how'd they get together like that?
Had to be some kind of weird thing.
Yeah, that's the top of this that was at one time standing up straight. How in the world did that little vine get to it? Yeah. See it down there?
Where did it go? That's the problem.
Amazing. That is amazing, Zach. That's what's holding this down. Now, starting to... Yeah, I'm looking at that. I was wondering about, that connection there. 2 trees involved.
Got some kind of weird thing going on.
3 trees involved. Oh, these little knees.
There's actually 3 of them right there.
Yep.
This was your army buddy, wasn't it?
No, he's my cousin. Tink, yeah. It was, my dad had a sister.
Mm-hmm.
Tink was her son. See, I could walk out the side of this hill here real easy. It's that going downhill that jars my knees. What kind of a little tree is that, Zach?
Dogwood?
Nope, that's a beech. See how smooth the bark is?
Mm-hmm.
And silvery gray. Those are nice trees. They make homes and food for a lot of animals. Yep, the wind blew it over. Yeah, it is. What is it? Oh yeah.
Like some kind of jawbone.
No, those are leg bones. Yep.
Sucks. Carrie probably got something.
Could have been.
Some kind of mushroom right there.
Yep. Well, you can't walk uphill everywhere. I walked up there and I can't walk up to get back down it. Right there. It? It's just a little bugger.
It's just starting to.
Yep, the remains of what used to be a
Boy.
bird, yeah, turkey.
Looks like he got shot.
Look at this, Zach. See that tree break? That was a nice little maple. It's bent over there and snapped. Now who could, how could that do that? Huh? Well, I don't know if it was a dummy or not, but it was strong.
There's no way it fell over like that. Because it was a healthy one.
I bet that made a noise when it snapped. Uh-oh. I gotta sit down here and see what's going on. Another phone number.
Who is it?
Hello?
Yes, can I speak to Anthony Chera?
No, my name's Ken Rockwell, and I'm out in the woods in southwestern Pennsylvania right now. So I didn't
The
recognize.
wrong number?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you got the wrong one.
Okay. Okay, I have you removed. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it's not a very strong tree. That's a poplar. And it's been there a while. Oh. Hmm? No. Well, there's another one. See?
I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
I don't know why. Boy, that woodman is hurting. Oh. It's okay. Shagbark hickory. Briars. Look here. See, it was just growing. Something had to do that. It won't all at once in the middle of the night go, wait a minute, and bend itself over. You know what I mean? The top of that one, look.
There's another one right there.
Look. See the top of that one? Whoa. It goes up and bent back. Been in a U-turn. And there, yeah.
Right there.
Look at that little bow. I wonder what that's hooked on to. Been pulled down and tied onto something. Oh my. I know. I can tell. What is this stupid thing? A grapevine. Yep. Oh man. It would be nice if them leaves wouldn't hurt me like that.
Got a hole in the middle of it.
That little one there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. There's one. There's a bigger one. That bigger one down there? You see that, Zach? See that tree? You know which one I'm talking about?
That one right there?
Yeah, see the bark? Well, let's take a walk to it for a second. Don't it look like somebody is shaving the stuff off? You know what's doing that? The tree itself is pushing its bark off. See it laying all around it? Because there is an emerald borer beetle that's drilling these little holes in here. If you walk over and look, you'll see a little hole, little holes, yeah, little holes, and they lay their eggs in there. And their eggs develop into larvae, and they travel all underneath this bark, and they make little roadways. You can see them, little trails and tracks, as they turn from a larva, you know, into an adult beetle. And the tree reacts by trying to shed its bark. It pops its bark off to give them no place to hide. But look at that. Look how many. They'll end up killing that tree eventually. Yeah.
It looks like there's a shirt hanging right there.
What is
The red
this?
shirt. What the?
Let's go take a look.
Oh,
Go take a look at it. I'll get you on camera. See what? It's not broke, is it? It's bent over so acutely that I think it did eventually snap. Huh? And where? Oh. Yeah, see that? I don't know.
That could be something looking at me right now.
Zach, look at the bark on that tree over there. See that?
Yeah.
It too. The one on over, shedding its bark. Okay, let's work our way down to the car. I'll wait for you to go see what it is. It's hard to tell what it is. It looks like a piece of cloth, but it might be bark. Bark? Yep. Way up high on top of the tree. Fell out. Yep, bark. Well, that did look different from up here. It looked like a, yeah, cloth. Oh my. Whoa. Oh, I wonder what that noise was. Looks like a couple little saplings pulled together down there. See them?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Who did that? I don't know.
Huh?
Wonder what did that?
I don't know.
There's no branch that could fall straight like this one all the way.
Yeah, it's in there, huh?
Oh, this mushroom.
Yeah. Fungi.
We got some kind of leaves coming through right here.
Those two are tied together, aren't they?
Yeah. That one's going straight and that one's going.
Tied together at the tops, when the bottoms of them is 15 feet apart.
Sit down right here, just sit down.
You should see some of the things. I might be too sore to keep on going today. I don't know. You should see some of the things on the other side of the road up there. So what we've seen today, kind of incidental, hasn't been too impressive compared to the things I've seen before. But these little subtle things. Oh. They do occur too. This is that woods where I had the family out over that way hunting ginseng and heard that clicking sound.
Clicking?
Yeah, up in the top of the trees. And I told them, I said, you see the sun was setting? And I told Viv to take the kids and head for the setting sun, because if they did, they'd run into the truck. And I stayed there to see what it was. Yeah. Oh. You think maybe we're lost. Do you know how to get out of here?
Right there.
Right there. Yep. Right there.
It's fun in these woods.
Can't. Well, I guess you could. It's, I don't know. I've never been lost. It's hard for.
Look at that.
What? Looks like new leaves brought down in the middle of all that. Somehow.
Oh, Papa, look at that. Look at that one bone right there. Over there. It's like those right there. Look at that tree.
Huh. Yeah. Oh. I don't know if I'm too far. Not. It might already be popped. Yeah.
What is it, the trunk?
Yeah. Yeah, that's open. Whew. Huh? Where do I lay that up there? Boy, isn't that an ugly looking old tree to the left there? Look at that
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Looks like termites got a hold of it.
Yeah, it looks like something come out of the never-ending story. Look at all them
Oh.
gnarls and holes and things on there.
Then we got that dead one over here that looks like it's from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Huh. Well, there we go. Well, we just drove over to a place that I called Shark Tooth. On the map, if you look down at the topographical map, the area that I hunted out through here before is in the shape of a shark's tooth. So that's how it got that name. Zach and I just drove over here from the north end of Woods Run, and we're going to step out in here for a few minutes. Watch for them stupid briars. We'll get out underneath the big trees and be more clear and easy to walk. Oh. What you do is just raise your eyes up and look ahead, way out there, and see the next place you want to go to, like a clear place, and work your way to it.
Geez, I need a stick.
You got a spider web?
Look how big that
Yep.
one is.
And kind of work your way back to the left as soon as you can, because the bigger trees are up away from the road. Closer you get back down to that road, the smaller they are.
How big that one is.
Yep. Who laid that there?
Oh, no.
Wow, Zach.
Look at that.
I saw that when we parked the car. I was laying on them wires. I wish I could have left you out there as we passed it coming in. This end's got this stuff in it. The other end, one out there is more open. Could have let you go right up in there. This way here would be better. See, when you look up, look out there. You don't want to go through the briars, but look here. To the left of these 3 trees out through there gives you a long shot of pretty clear stuff. You try that. You got the spider stick.
Why did you do that?
You see where that one fell on the communication wires? Did you see where it come from? See the stump standing there?
Yeah.
The little snag. Try to your left a little, Zach, this way. Right up through there, it's more clear.
Straight into one again.
Yeah.
Look at that vine wrapped around there.
How the heck? That vine come up out of the ground beside that one tree and now looks, ain't that something?
Yep.
Up through here, Zach, and follow the ferns to your right.
Look out.
Yeah, just hit it up high. That's it. And one end of it will swing away and go drop to the ground. Yep, that's what I said. I said follow the ferns to the right. Yep.
We got some kind of hole print right here. That's a deer.
Yeah. Yep. Whoa.
Fire ant.
Huh?
Fire ant just climbed up me. Bit me right here on my belly button.
Ant?
Yeah.
It is. What was that? Huh? Yeah, follow it for a ways. Can you go around them?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe turn. Oh, watch out for her log.
Yep. Look at that, Zach. How big that tree is up there to be bent over like that.
What could do it?
Ain't it?
Ain't no human gonna be able to do that.
Oh no. That's,
Look at that.
yeah, let's go up around it. And then out. That's it.
What in the world?
Them bushes that have the big broad leaves on them aren't too bad. They just
Another one. That one's tied up in another one.
they look like they got everything blocked up, but they're not.
Whoa. Dang it, it's locked in another one.
Yeah.
Can't even notice him.
Can you get through that stuff?
Yeah, that's a spider web.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like there's some kind of tree that fell over right here.
If you can go, yeah, ahead and
Look
see.
at that bell.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Big old dog bird. Watch out.
Mm-hmm.
No green. Look.
Wait. Yeah, right through there.
Look out. That is a big one.
If you just hit it up high, let it fall. And then more.
And there's 10 outlaws.
You better get the rest. Yeah. Oh no.
Come on. That one.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't want to go too much to the left, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he got caught up.
Mm-hmm.
You going this way?
No. We're going to have to work our way down.
Oh, look out.
What's that, a tractor? Let's just stand still a minute.
Could be a truck too. Big truck.
Tractor. Hey, you. That's a good thing to do. There's a farmer out putting up hay and his wife with him.
Look out.
What's this? Truck? Yep. Okay. I think I want to work my way down out of here. Get on that road and abort this exploration for now. We did enough up the other way. Zach, is that a trail cam up there on the side of that tree?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Wonder what they see. Oh. Us, probably. Okay. I want to get back on the road and walk to the car. Call it quits because my legs can't take it anymore. Enough time. Too much speed right now, Zach.
Yep.
People don't appreciate an old car. You're sitting in a car, even if you're going 20 miles an hour, you know. They say 20 miles in 1 hour. Wow. Look at that X right there. See that X?
Wonder what did that?
I don't know. One tree might have fell over. The other one might have been pushed that way. I don't know. Boy, the whole thigh is sore. Oh, yeah. I bet you most of us, most people don't appreciate an old automobile. You know? But boy, when you get a flat or a breakdown or something wrong, you go thumping over the side of the road and all your travel stops. Boom. Now you got to hoof it or get towed in or something. Then it's easy to appreciate a car. And when you walk in the woods for an hour and a half or 2 hours, you feel like your legs are going to fall off.
Yep.
Then you appreciate youth. When I got drafted and spent boot camp down at Fort Jackson to qualify with our rifles, we had to run a 17-mile course with a full field pack.
There's something on your shoulder.
Get it? What was it?
Don't know, some kind of buzz.
Okay, yeah.
In the car.
And that was no big deal. I mean, there was some guys that couldn't make it and fell out, but I ran 17 miles without stopping. You know?
How was it?
From where we're at to Uniontown. And when we got there, we had to qualify with our rifles, or we bowload and had to go through all that training again. And here it is now. Man. Yeah. Here it is now, just let's see, 20. Just a few short 50 years later. Instead of being 19, I'm 70, but I'm still me. But crying out loud, I couldn't run from here to that car, let alone from here to Uniontown. Boy, it's a lot of things in life. Person, it would pay them to appreciate them right while they got them. Well, we made it back to the car. Oh, it's going to be nice going home, but I pity myself laying in bed tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sore. Well, okay, let's get out of here.